Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from March 4th to the 10th, and I'm using an SPC kit called Rainy Street, I believe, and this kit is pretty much perfect for this week because not only was this a very wet week, but the rain affected me quite a bit. So yeah, had to go with this kit. As far as the spread itself goes, once again, I was able to do my normal sidebar. I also tried to eliminate as many like shopping boxes as possible, which wasn't really possible because this, other than being like a rainy kit, it's also like a luxury shopping kit, which I don't love, but I was too excited about the color scheme and the rainy day theme that I still purchased this kit. And I'm glad that I did. I really like these colors and I like how this turned out. And again, it was perfect for this week. But I did try to use up the more just like rainy full boxes first. I think 2 days. Yeah. Yes. So 2 days this week, I left out a full box. I left one out on Monday and Saturday because I just had a lot going on this week. And yeah, I think everything else is normal. Actually, no, you can see I'm doing it here. I used the glitter headers on top of the dates again because I decided I wanted to use the date covers. And you see that I'm like switching the colors around, and that's because I always forget, because I don't use date covers very often, but I always forget that the date, like the days of the week are the same color as, like they go in the same color order as the glitter headers do, and I don't like that. So I have to remember to switch up the, what the hell are they called? The glitter header order. Now, if I were color blocking, that's a different story, but we did not do that this week. I think I'm going to avoid color blocking for a hot second. But yeah, other than that, same old, same old. I just used the deco up top again because I don't love it as much in this spread, but my previous spread, I really liked how like full it looked. I still like it in this spread, but I think there were too many square items, if you know what I mean, like rectangular items. I wish there was like more variety with the deco up top. As far as my plans go this week, like I said, it was a very rainy week and it did affect me. And what I mean by that is it was raining on Tuesday and the moisture like basically made the back of my sneaker rub against my ankle, and it like skinned the back of my ankle, whatever the hell that's called. Like your Achilles heel, like your Achilles heel or whatever. Anyway, my foot was skinned and it made walking for the rest of the week very painful. And I need to buy new, what do you call them, Band-Aids, because mine are so old that you actually can't get the backing off of them, and they're essentially useless. Like they disintegrate. It's crazy. I did not know that Band-Aids expire, but they totally do, or at least the cheap ones I got did. So it was just a pain in the ass for the rest of the week. I had to walk around the office with tissues in my shoe sticking out of the back of my shoe because it hurt so bad. And then on Wednesday, it downpoured on my walk home. Everybody's umbrella was flipping inside out. Mine only didn't because I was holding it. So I just had like rain pouring down my sleeve, but also like even the sidewalks were flooded and the rain was so harsh and it was coming at an angle. So when I got home, I was soaked from head to toe. And I think I posted on Instagram a picture, like you could see that my pants were completely soaked where my coat like cut off. I was drenched. It was gross. But that's how much I hate the bus. I would rather do that and just change and dry my clothes when I get home than take the bus. And then the other day that it really affected me was it was raining all Saturday, like pretty hard. And it was my uncle's surprise 60th birthday party. And so we had a lot of running around to do in the rain. And just not the nicest day to have a party at a yacht club of all places, like right near the river. But anyway, it was fine. But yeah, it was just a super, super rainy week. Other than the birthday party, I don't think much else happened. That was like the main thing. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Joe was the belle of the ball. So I'm sure everybody's happy that I brought him. I was not. I ate way too much and it gave me a tummy ache. So I just like basically sat the whole party. Meanwhile, Joe was starting like conga lines of old women as he does. But yeah. So anyway, I'm just going to get into the day by day because there's not really much. Yeah, no, there's nothing really to say about this week other than the surprise party. That was it. So moving on to Monday, the first thing I marked was that I forgot my glasses. I accidentally brought them home on Sunday, I think, yeah, when I took care of the cats, and I didn't mean to. I like to bring my glasses with me to Joe's place because on Monday mornings, I don't want to have to fuss with my contacts. Also, I'm very much about like doing things as quickly as possible. And so having to wash my hands and put in contacts wastes precious time that I could be logged on at work and like accruing overtime. So anyway, I forgot them, so I had to put my contacts in this day, which again, not only wastes time, but it's just very uncomfortable when you're sleep deprived, as I'm sure a lot of you know. Then I just marked working from home, and our work database was down for a majority of the day, so that was really lovely. And then, damn it, I just looked up the name of this shop. I feel like it's Paper Crown Printables. That might be wrong. That could be very wrong. But anyway, this is from a printable shop. If you want to know the shop, I will let you know. But I just marked that I worked out. Then with these stickers from SPC, possibly the kit, I'm not totally sure, I marked that I pulled for a spread. Then I got a call from my doctor who had done my biopsy last week, and he let me know that I didn't have cancer. He scared me for a hot second because at my biopsy, he told me, if you don't have cancer and you miss our call, we'll just leave you a voicemail. However, if it's something that's a little more concerning, we do have to talk to you in person. And so when he first called, I was doing something for work, so I just let it go to voicemail. And then he called back and my heart sank. But it was nothing. So I don't know why they didn't leave a voicemail. Who cares? Maybe my voicemail's full from all of the telemarketers. Maybe I have to like empty it or something because no, it's not full. I know it's not full because I'm still getting voicemails from telemarketers. Anyway, I don't have cancer, so that's good. And I marked that with an emoji on the phone. Then throughout the day, especially because the database was down, I was able to watch Plan With Me's. So I caught up on quite a few Rosie Plans videos and Alex from Canada Girl Plans. Those are the main two that I've been watching. I do want to watch other channels. I just don't have time. I don't even have time to watch like any, basically, because it just, I'm sure a lot of you do the same, where I listen to a lot of videos. So I'm more into like commentary videos and true crime videos and that stuff so that I can multitask. Anyway, but it was nice. This day I was able to actually like look at videos. So I got to watch some Plan With Me's. Then with this planner, I have no idea where the hell I got it from. Oh, and the laptop is SPC as well, I believe. I just marked that I planned after work, and while I was planning, I watched the movie Contagion in the background, and I've seen this movie before. It's just it's like a B horror movie, maybe even a C horror movie, but it's on Tubi like all the time, and I just needed something in the background while I planned, and I prefer it to be something that I've seen before, just so that like I don't miss things while I'm planning. Then I worked on my budget for the month, and I used this sticker that I think was printable. Yeah, I think this is left over from a printable kit. Then this is leftover deco that I've had for a hot second, like probably over a year. And it's just a record player, and I used it to mark watching Saturday Night Fever in bed. I don't know what possessed me to watch this movie, but I've seen it before, and it's worse than I remember. This movie's terrible. Don't recommend. And then the final thing I marked for Monday was I finally pulled the trigger and ordered a few bras. I will say, not great. Maybe you can tell me otherwise, but I feel like Aerie bras are so cheap now. I did get them on sale. They were literally cheap, but like I wore them. I wore the only one that fit for one day, and it already stretched out and gives me bubble boob. Like it's like too loose in certain places and too tight in other places, but I kept it out of desperation. So I'm still on the hunt, but I needed something because the only nude bra that almost fits me is like really ripped up at this point. So yeah, any bra recommendations for like a bigger chest, let me know. Then moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with a Scribble Co umbrella was that it rained. And then this is supposed to be a cramp sticker, but I marked that I skinned my ankle / Achilles heel, whatever the hell it is. And then at work, I was just doing a bunch of conference prep, which I really enjoy because it's time consuming and I don't have to call people. So that was nice. And these boxes, I have no idea where they're from. I can't even remember if this kit came with like any like a freebie of icons. I don't think it did. So I don't know where the hell I got that. Then with this stack of books that I also don't know where I got, I'm so sorry. I marked that I finished my audiobook, The First Lie Wins. I was not a fan. And then I started Ward D by Frida McFadden. And that was like a shorter one, but I was way more into it, like way more into it. Then with another fitness sticker from the same shop as the previous one, I marked that I did a back workout. And then I had purchased these stuffed mushrooms from Aldi to try because I usually really like stuffed mushrooms, but they were disgusting. And I forced myself to eat as many as I could because I didn't want to waste them, but they were terrible. Then with this, I think this is supposed to be like an audiobook sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I marked that I did a voiceover. And then with a job hunt emoji, also from the Coffee Monsters Co., I marked that I edited my resume a little bit. Then with this Bad Day Munchkin from Once More With Love, I marked that I picked the ever-loving shit out of my scalp. I had been picking my scalp pretty much every day, but this night it was so bad. My head was throbbing by the time I was like able to stop myself. Then moving on to Wednesday, I didn't have much going on Wednesday and I just needed to like take up space. So I used this huge sticker. Again, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the shop name because I don't use these very often. Maybe it's something addiction. I don't remember. Anyway, I marked that I was in office and then more conference prep with another box sticker. I think this is from an SPC freebie. With another umbrella, I marked that it downpoured on my way home, as I said. And then with a Papershire lightning sticker, I marked that I was an absolute soaked mess by the time I got home. With this Sticky Perks documents sticker, I marked that I prepped all of my tax documents. I found all the ones I got in the mail, which were few. Most of them were electronic. And then I gathered all the electronic ones, turned them into PDFs, organized them into a folder, just sort of preparing to do my taxes, but I didn't do them this day. And then I watched the majority of Black Swan this night and marked that with an SPC TV. I never finished it. The last time I saw Black Swan was in theaters. I just wasn't able to concentrate on it because I was doing other things. So I still do want to rewatch that movie at some point from the beginning. But yeah, I attempted it this night. It just didn't go very well. Then with a stay up late emoji, I marked that I stayed up way too late again. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked was that I slept in and went to work late. I just couldn't. And by late, I mean like 8:20. And I used these slippers from SPC to mark that. Then with a munchkin clearly frustrated at their desk, I marked that this day was just dragging. It was just one of those days. And then with a Sticky Perks iPhone, I marked that my best friend called me on my walk home, so that was nice. Then with another workout sticker from the same shop, I marked that I did a chest workout this day. And then with this is from like a variety sheet, I believe, from Sticky Perks, this Pop-Tart, I marked that I ate like way too many snacks this night. I've been really struggling with not eating snacks at night. Then with another book stack, I believe these are from SPC. Now that I'm looking at them, I think they're from SPC. I marked that I read. And then Joe called me. Can't remember what we talked about. Probably plane flights, as if there's any other type of flight. Probably flights. And I used this Once More with Love sticker for that. And then the final thing on Thursday with a Paper Shire claw machine, I marked that I played another phone game to earn swag bucks. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that this was my work from home day, and I used a munchkin on their laptop in bed to mark that. With this shut up munchkin, I marked that my boss was just really stressing me out with all of her obnoxious questions. And I know that sounds silly, like your boss is allowed to ask you questions, but I've had a lot of bosses in my day, and none so like ready to attack without like thinking or pausing, and she just throws a million things at you at once and then like leaves details out, and it can be stressful. And then on my break, I walked to Aldi because I did tell my uncle's boyfriend that I would bring fruit. So I had to go buy it. And I clearly didn't want to do that ahead of time and then have it like get old throughout the week. So I waited until the day before the party, and I used an Aldi sticker from Sticky Perks, to mark that. This giant vacuum is from the GP Studio, and these stickers are so hard for me to use. I really liked them, obviously, enough to buy them, but they're just huge, and I kind of hate the vacuum word because you can't cut it off. And I like to cut words off of stickers. So anyway, they're kind of tricky to use, but I vacuumed for an hour after work this day. I like went in. I was vacuuming like behind TVs and in corners, you know what I mean? Like all the things, all the rooms. And it took a very long time. So I feel like that deserves a big ass vacuum. Then another one of the same workout stickers, I marked that I did a lower body workout this day. Then with a munchkin scrolling TikTok, I marked that I procrastinated. I was going to go over to Joe's place on Friday, but I just like could not bring myself to pack my bag and like do the cat litter and stuff. I just really didn't feel like it. So I just kept procrastinating, and I didn't end up going over to his place until 10 p.m. at night, which was stupid, but oh well. This little house is from some kit left over. I don't know where this is from, but it's cute. So I kept it. Then with a movie marquee and these olives sitting on a couch, I marked that we watched the Challenge reunion, which holy shit, it was so messy this season. It was hands down like the best reality TV reunion I think I've ever seen. It was so messy. And then the final thing for Friday with another stay up late emoji was that we stayed up until 4 a.m. Probably because I didn't get there till 10 a.m. So I felt like I didn't have much of a night. I don't know. It was stupid, but I stayed up till 4. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked was that it was super gross and rainy outside. Just the whole week was nasty. And I used a Paper Shire cloud for that. Then with a munchkin reading a book, I marked that I read a chapter of my book with this sticker that I have no idea where the hell I got it from. I don't know. Sticky Perks? No. I'm not sure, but it's cute. Anyway, I used it to mark getting ready. Then with a pumpkin paper coterra slicing up some tomatoes, I marked that we prepped the fruit platter. Joe did most of the cutting, not gonna lie. I hate cutting produce so much. Don't ask me why. I just despise it. So I just sort of stood there for moral support and like tasted things and then helped put it in the platter that we made. Then with a Dollar Tree bag from Sticky Perks, I marked that we went and picked up a birthday card. I was struggling picking one because I wanted a funny one. But whatever, we just picked something. And then with a party munchkin, I marked that we went to the surprise party and he was actually surprised. So that's good. Then with this bloated emoji, I marked that I ate way too much. I was just so uncomfortable, but there was a lot of food and I wanted to try it all. I always make that mistake. I probably mentioned this in a previous plan with me at some point, but I remember there was one wedding where the food was absolutely terrible and it was the best wedding I ever went to because I was actually able to like get drunk because I wasn't full. Most parties and weddings and stuff that I go to, I end up eating way too much and then I don't have fun because I'm sober and I have a tummy ache. So you'd think I'd learn, but I just can't say no to food if it's good, that is. And then I just marked Joe being the star of the show with this emoji head. I think it's an emoji. With stars in their eyes. It might be a munchkin. Who knows? They all look the same to me. Then with another SPC box sticker, I marked that I finally picked up my car part. I had not been to see my grandmother in so long, and I had gotten the car part delivered to my uncle's house because my grandmother lives with my uncle, just if you didn't know that. Because I got it off eBay, and it was the only one the seller had, and I was scared that if I got it shipped to my place, it would get stolen and I would be SOL. So better safe than sorry, but I ordered this thing so long ago. So I was finally happy to pick it up. Then with this like computer trouble sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co., I marked that I talked a little bit for a while to my uncle's boyfriend's daughter because she was having a lot of trouble with her computer and she's just not tech savvy whatsoever. So I was trying to help her as much as I could at a party. You know, I kind of need the computer in order to help. But I talked to her for quite a while. So I did want to mark that. With another Olive Studio sticker, I marked that when we went back to Joe's place, we watched the documentary Lover, Stalker, Killer. I didn't know this going into it, but I already knew the story. I had listened to a true crime video about it, and it was kind of low budget in my opinion, but it was still good, I guess. With another late night emoji, I marked that we stayed up until 5 a.m. this day. And that's because of the time change. So under that, with an emoji smashing a clock, I marked the time change. I hate it so much. And finally, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked was that I had to pay my new rent price. It's only $25 more, but it still hurts. And then Joe and I went out to run a few errands. I had to get my medication from CVS, like I always do. And then just some other things that I can't remember. And then I needed to get Red Bull. And I really just didn't have the energy for Walmart because the Walmart has all of their Red Bull locked up. And it has taken, no joke, 20 minutes to get somebody to unlock it. Like nobody has the key. I just didn't have it in me, especially on a Sunday. So we ended up going to a Target, and Target had raised the price recently by like $3 or $4, and I just didn't want to spend that. So I basically had a meltdown in Target because I was tired and I didn't want to do anything and nothing was going right, and I was just being like super overdramatic. But we ended up going to Acme after that, and they had absolutely everything else I needed besides the Red Bull. So that made me feel a lot better. And I used these Olive's shopping to mark that. And then this sticker sort of kills me, and I thought about not using it, but there are only so many chances to use this sticker, and I have a few of them. So I used this Doritos sticker from Sticky Perks to mark that we bought Doritos because they were on sale. So we got 3 bags. I think it was like 3 for $9 or something, or maybe it was less. I can't remember, but it was a pretty good deal. And so we got the spicy nacho Doritos. Those are my favorite. All 3 bags are already gone. They're gone. I love them so much. Then with this Sticky Perks takeout sticker, I marked that we got buy one, get one free cheesesteak egg rolls for dinner. Then with this Hagrid sticker that is from SPC, I believe, I marked that I played Hogwarts Legacy for a little while. And then we watched the movie Anatomy of a Fall. We didn't finish it because I had to go to sleep. But we did start it this night. And I used these munchkins watching TV for that. And then the final thing for this week, with a Sunday Scaries sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co., I marked that I did not sleep this night, which is the norm. But yeah, that's everything for this week. Not a ton going on besides shitty weather. But yeah, anyway, if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.